Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Parkitect, where we, like I said in the last episode, are moving on to Archipelago Adventures, I believe it's called. Looks like a usual sort of start, 25 grand in the bank. We've got carousel, car ride, Ferris wheel, we've got a twister, we've got a wipeout, we've got a couple of coasters but nothing really special there. Oh, steel coasters there I suppose, so we could do something a bit extreme. We have a monorail and we have a log flume and paddle boats. Okay, awesome. Right, let's have a look at the space. Nice little entrance. I do love this sort of path as path used as height, as a roof. We'll definitely sort of keep that going. I think he's here across as well. Is there many more structures? There's usually one structure around. If it does nothing other than act as the little thing that they place on the map afterwards. There doesn't seem to be anything. It must be that one then, I suppose. Okay, a little bit of extra space unlockable here. Basically, a couple of separate islands at a time. Not much room here, to be honest with you. This is going to have to be a pretty tight park, I think. And what have we actually got to do? Have an experience rating of 70, known loan debts, have a profit of at least 1,500. Okay, and there are bonuses for having people in. 8 grand, and then just 8 grand. Okay, right. Okay, well, I mean, seems like the obvious start is to just throw down some rides. But what I'm thinking is we open up the path a little bit more this time. Like something like that to start as our entrance plaza. Leave that as a... I'm thinking what we might do is leave that as a staff entrance there. And ourselves come this way. There we go. Alright, okay. And then we'll do a slightly lighter colour. Does that change the colour of the wood? Oh, it does. That's neat, isn't it? I'm thinking something like that. Yeah, okay. And then to here. Okay, there's going to be our main entrance, and then this here now becomes... can we actually do that, or do we have to repurpose it? Looks like we have to repurpose it, that's fine. There we go. Okay, and we'll keep that and that as staff, and that gives us a bit of spread for maybe like a little food outlet here, maybe even a food outlet there, ride. Okay, let's get a see, we are going to have to definitely unlock some rides. I don't think we've got enough funky stuff here. Although I think a Ferris wheel as we come in here will be pretty good. I don't know why we're underground here. But we shouldn't be, really, should we? Let's put you there, so you are like right in the middle of this sort of main strip that we've made here. Okay. Entrance, exit. Get it open, ready, and we'll call it 250, I guess. Okay. Let's go back to our main colour here. Like that, yeah. And then a queue. Kind of think the wooden queue is the one to go for here, with maybe a yellowy middle. There we go. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. And then we'll do our no entry sign. Hope we've got the bamboo one available. I mean, that just makes sense, doesn't it? Exit only. Okay, right, then let's have a look at this over here. I want to do this real time so you can see what the process is. I'm going to basically rob stuff from here and just to get an idea of what we're doing, apply it over here. There we go. And there and there. Okay. And then we've got, it's basically a framework kind of similar to what we were doing in the last episode, but just like it's just that slight shift in colour and material Really changes it up, doesn't it? Okay, let's do that. Okay, I'm not too worried about the inside, and then we're gonna go one up on that, aren't we? Okay. I guess really we should put the path in that we're going to use, because obviously that is kind of a set height. Yeah, the height doesn't change too much with the path, so what about that? Is that maybe a bit, let's get a bit too high on the Ferris wheel there, isn't it? I tell you what, we'll get rid of that, and we'll keep this one pretty low, I suppose. That's going to be too low, so it's going to have to be there. But that should be fine. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Keeps it pretty plain, but manageable. Okay. Now, one thing I'm not 100% sure about, to be honest with you, is how they've got rid of the fencing on this path, because they have. I can't quite figure that out, unless they've put a curb and then covered said curb with the yeah, I think that's what they've done. Okay, so let's go to there for this piece. Okay, right round. Beautiful. And then here on fences, there's curb here. I think what they might have done is that, to get that away. That's great. So this is, again, I've said this before, like using their technique, using their style, sorry, is a really great way to kind of figure stuff out, because I don't think I'd have thought of doing that, to be honest, until I had to try and sort of find a solution of you know, how to do the piece. What is these tiny little bits on the head here? Oh, look at those little arch pieces. Like I say, it's such a small thing, but that really does add a different feel to the thing, doesn't it? That's pretty awesome. Okay. They might have just put it on the corners, actually, but I'm going to do it on all of them. That's great. See, I didn't even know that little arch piece was in the game. Yeah, okay, cool. And then the last thing they've done is they've used these awesome shutter type things there where the people walk in. That's about it, really. They've used quite a few of these hedge pieces, although I'm not really sure they work too well. We'll put them in. Put a couple in there at least. And see. And then finally, let's do a few bits of rock just sort of here, where the oh, that's a big one. Where the beach, I guess, meets the building. There we go. And a couple of palms around as well. Again, be careful we're not too close to the Ferris wheel itself there. Okay, cool. Right, we have a Ferris wheel in place. What details have we got available here? Not wall details. Stuff here. Looks like it's just the vases and a few other bits that kind of make sense, and a few that don't. Okay, well, a couple of vases up on the roof, I suppose. Somebody did point out, I think it was Malova, pointed out that the scale of these can be changed, which is good. But for now, they'll do like so. Okay. Right, Ferris wheel in place. I think the only thing we need to do maybe is change the colour of the Ferris wheel. I think we did this last time. It's quite garish, isn't it? I think it'd be much better based on like brown and orange colour scheme. That one's okay, actually. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Suits the theme a little bit more, doesn't it? Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to leave that open there for a food place and that open there for a food place, which we'll probably do in the next episode. Unfortunately, I'm having to do quite a short video today because I'm having to squeeze this video in between during a baby's nap. Right, let's get something a bit more thrilling down. We'll put it there. sort of tie it in with the ride, and we'll do the entrance there and exit there. Oh, talk of the devil, he's just woke up. Right, I'll come back to this later. Sorry about that, folks. He maybe woke up a bit early. He's come back down for a bit now. I think he might have had a bad dream, poor little man. Okay, first of all, this colour needs to go a bit more there, I think. And that one, maybe like a yellow, even like a quite bright yellow. Oh yeah, there we go. That's gross. I like it. Okay, cool. I'm wondering whether to close this in or not. I don't know whether weather is a problem on this one, because really you want to keep it open because it looks good. It's spinning around. I think it's going to be a hot one, this, so I don't necessarily think it needs to be kept in. So what we could do though, I think might look quite good, is if we kind of box it in but don't box it in. Like just do one layer of the boxing that covers the queue and some of the ride. That might be a bit of an interesting change of pace. Okay, let's try this. See if it works out how I think it's going to. This needs to be going all around here. In fact, you know what, a full size one would probably work better here. I don't really know why they're using half pillars. Let's go to a full pillar. Is that the full pillar one? No, that's a thin thing. That one, is it? Yeah, that one. But with that colour. There we go. And then get the height right there. There we go. Make everything much quicker, because the height is set by that path piece. There's not really much you can do about it, so which is fine. It doesn't seem too high. I've said this before. I'm not worrying regarding scale as much as I do in Planet Coaster. Border next. There we go. There we go. So yeah, make just a layer of this box that covers the queue, the exit, and some of the ride. I actually think that'll look pretty neat. And then we can have some tables and chairs and stuff as well on the one side of it, which will do us well for some food outlets that we're going to get sorted. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. Path. There we go. Right, so... Oh, can we not do that because of the ride? Ah, okay, well, in that case, should we just keep it like a frame like that? Oh, that's okay, isn't it? Yeah, we'll just keep it like a frame. Which one is it? Low, is it? That, but not that low. There we go. There we go. At least the queue's covered. And to be honest with you, you'd want the queue covered even if it's going to be always dead sunny, because it'd be hot, wouldn't it? Hot under there. Okay. That case then, let's go back to these half pillars and put them along here. Oops. To kind of keep that all tied together. And then do we do the... I'm trying to think how to do this. I think we do it that way, don't we? And then I think we're going to have to put these on the internals as well. I didn't even think about the pathing being an issue. I think that's because I'm so used to having every different collision possible turned off in Planco. So that like you can have paths going through all sorts. Now, do I use that piece on there? It's a bit heavy, but no, go on, it'll do. Curb with a fence. Where are you? Don't take offence. It's just a curb. There we go. And we use that to get rid of the in-game fence edging. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Yeah, that looks good. I'm thinking another thing we could do is having some string lights here, like these. These colours need to be. I'm guessing that's the off colour. I want to kind of keep them yellows and whites and stuff, though. There we go. Yeah, okay. We have these sort of linked across like that. Anytime there's a couple of buildings that join, we can have something like that. Oops. Let's just sort of connect those up. There we go. And then maybe a slightly thicker pillar for the base. Do we have a thicker pillar? Is that one? Well, that'll do. It needs to be more of a woody colour. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit of detail on it. There we go. That's good, isn't it? Okay, cool. We'll go back to those fences, actually, and carry on putting a curb in along there. Oh, you get a different pattern. That's interesting. Because then what we can do is go to our benches, and we've got to use this bamboo. I was going to call it a bimbo bench then. Bamboo bench. That's the bamboo one, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. There. And then under pavilions, we should have a nice umbrella one. Again, let's brighten it up a little bit. There we go. Oh. What's happened there? It's that one. There we go. Yeah, I mean they all... What has happened to those? I don't really know. What is the height change on him? It should be set 3. There we go. I think I'm just pressing too many buttons. There we go. Did I open then? Did I open the part? Did I? Okay, well let's open it then. Let's get some money coming in, I suppose, at least. That looks pretty neat, I think. It looks pretty neat indeed. So, we'll call this... What should we call this? Island... I'm not so bad at names for stuff. Island Whirl. How's that? Oops. Island... I'll spell it right, shall I? Okay. Island Whirl. Oh my word, what's happened to my writing? Okay, it needs a capital I as well. There we go. Island Whirl. And this can be the beach view wheel. Oh, I'm so bad at names. Okay, good. Anyone coming in? Where do they have to come from? It's a bit of a slog, isn't it? Let's come all the way along here. All the way down to... One thing I have noticed is that these odd little pieces here, they use this one to kind of tie it in a bit more. I noticed they've got a fence there as well. Let's get rid of that. There we go. So you can now come either way. And then here, I'm hoping we have... where's that? Effects or... Yeah, no effects, isn't it? Props. Doesn't look like we have effects unlocked. That's a shame. I was going to stick some cool water spokes there. Some of them instead. We haven't had... Oh, they're interesting. They're not snap. They don't necessarily snap to the path. I thought they did for some reason. Well, there we go. We can have those in then. I know they're really meant to be for people to walk under, but they kind of add. They kind of do what I want them to do. Okay, everyone's pretty happy around here. Let's get a bit of a lighter wood in. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. And then finally we'll do a few shops to get us started. Oh, turkey legs, that's new. And bubble tea. We'll do customizable shops to keep them small. So let's do 1, 2, and then we'll do a loo at the back as well. there. Let's see if we can really tie that out of the way. Like that. Okay. And then we need that wall, but as a full wall. So that's the wall half. Let's find the wall full. There we go. Just to kind of... There we go. So 3. So there. What? There. There. And then around the back. There. Oh, we're going to cover some of just that, a few of them up, aren't we? So that one, and well, that all of them really. Those, and those. There we go. Because obviously we have to box this in. That needs boxing in there, and there, and then. Right. Okay. Oh, and here's another great thing that somebody pointed out to me. If we close that and that off, and just make them into normal paths. Like that one as well. There we go. But then we open that up as well, because that one's going to have to be a normal path for the people to get to. But then we stick a wall there and there. Let me see, is that right? Okay, yeah, that's right. So now what we can do is stick a sign in saying there, saying staff only, and then they don't actually see any of the staff path, but this bit here remains staff only. It's pretty neat, huh? Okay, so walls, put a door on there. Oops. And a couple at the front here. There we go. Let's tie those in. We haven't actually selected what's going to go on in these yet, have we? So T and turkey legs. There we go. So let's start with some staff then. Hauler can start hauling. Janitor can start janitoring. We need a mechanic to mechanic. And a security to securitize. Okay, I'm not going to bother to read the entertainers just yet. Okay, right then. Path. Let's go for something like what they've done here then with that extra raised one there, just to start changing up the height a little. And then, other than that, it's just a case of popping everything around again, really. We might as well go right up to there. Didn't need that last one, but it's okay. 1, 2, 3, and then one there, one there, one there. So yeah, apologies for no sort of crazy time lapse or anything today. We're actually going away for a couple of days. Nicola has a course in London to attend. So we're heading down there for a couple of days, and I'm using it as an excuse to stop halfway and see some family. So it does mean that video-wise, I'm having to sort of... There's still something coming out every day, but I'm having to get them pre-done, I'm afraid. So it does mean that we're having to speed up the video process a little bit. So we will get back to a proper time lapse. Next episode we'll really flesh this place out, build a coaster and all that sort of stuff. Fences, where are they? Yeah, there. Okay, good. Ooh, yep. And there we go. Really love this idea of using the path. And what I think I find is really quite cool is not only does it work, like this is an official scenario that's pointed it out, you know. I think that's pretty neat that they've kind of gone, yeah, you can do this kind of stuff if you want. That's cool, that. Okay, and last but not least, these little add-on bits. Oh, and then some, I've just remembered some, what do they call them? Or like awnings as well. We need some awnings. There we go, there we go. There. There you go. Maybe sometimes a little bit of a build in real time is pretty good to really sort of see the process. There we go, they can all go, can't they? And that's it. Alright. Rob those awnings from over here. Thank you all. We'll have them all along this wall, I think, because they look pretty neat. They look a bit better than the just open space. There we go. Nobody's really riding this. Is it expensive? I want to go on something more intense. Well, not much I can do about that for you right now, I'm afraid. But otherwise, that looks pretty good. I'm happy enough with that to say that we've kind of started on this theme. Maybe a couple of... I just feel... I know the roofs are... Like, I know it's wasted space, really, because like nobody's ever coming up here, but I still feel like just occasionally there should still be a little bit of detail up here. Because you would see them from the road, wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh, look. Stuff... I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know, a bit of detailing up high. Nothing wrong with that. There we go. And the shops are getting... there you go. That's got stuff in there now. So people shouldn't really moan about that. There is shops. There's a toilet. Toilet's out of the way. Let's have a look at decoration. Just see if we've got it covered. That's the... Oh, see, there's a problem. Oh, that's interesting. That path is... But that's fine, really. We don't... Doesn't really go anywhere near that path, does it? The people don't walk on it or anything. There's pretty grim. What can you see that you don't like the look of? Is it just this path? This staff path? Because if that's the case, we can stick a funky... quickly stick a funky fence down just to kind of help us out. Let's have a look what we've got that'll work pretty well. I mean, that's a bit big. Maybe... Does that make much of a difference, that sort of half fence? No, it doesn't seem to, does it? Maybe that with something on top of it? We quite like this one, don't we? There we go. Oh, there we go. That's re-engineered itself. And then some bunting as well, maybe even higher. There we go. That's a nice looking fence. You should be happy about that. And then probably a few trees in as well. These stubby ones, just to kind of cover up the area a bit more. Is it just those two they've used? There's a third. There we go. There's that look. Okay, a bit heavy planted compared to the rest of the place. In fact, we're probably going to resurface this as a couple of shops anyway. But for now, at least, it's going to keep them happy. I just realised there's very little. I'll tell you what, I have just realised that all of this. Oh, the path only goes that far. That's not so bad, then, is it? Do you know what I'm going to do? Just because there's only 3 people here, we'll fix this problem manually. There we go. And we'll open those up when we need to. And in the meantime, we'll stick down some benches here and a set there as well. And then trash bins as well. Is there a bamboo trash bin? Bamboo. There is, yes, there we go. Awesome sauce. Okay, happy with that. Alright, cool. Slow start, like I say, but apologies for that. We will definitely expand in a big way next time, coasters and crazy stuff like that. But I like the theme, I like the tropicalness. I think that's definitely something we can run with. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can give us a like. It really does help out the channel. If you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries or suggestions, you can pop those down in the comments. And if you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at John T. Sparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over at our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thank you so much to all of our Patreons that make these videos possible through their generous support at patreon.com/geekism. And don't forget to check out the affiliate links, get yourself some cheap games and other goodies whilst helping out the channel as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.